Hello, my name is Marjorie Michelin, and I hope you're enjoying the tournament this week. I know I am. Today we're going to be talking about managing your trump suit. One of the most important things that the declarer must do is figure out when to draw trumps and when not to draw trumps. Inexperienced players often tend to make one of these mistakes. They draw trumps too soon, they draw trumps too late, or they use their trumps to ruff in the long hand. And many times we lose control of the trump suit. So when do we pull trump? We tend to pull trump when we don't need to ruff anything in the dummy. We tend to pull trump when the enemy might ruff one of our good tricks. We also like to pull trump when we have a side suit that's ready to run, and we want to make sure we take all of those tricks. We also pull trump when we have no quick losers to get rid of. And we pull trump when we have good trump and we can afford to pull trump. When don't we pull trump? Well, when dummy is short in a suit and you need to ruff your losers. Also, we don't pull trump when you need to discard losers on high cards in your side suits. So let's say we have queen in a club opposite ace king third, and we want to try and pitch one of our losing diamonds. We don't pull trump till after we got rid of one of those losers if we don't have trump control so that they can't cash that loser. When do we also not pull trump? When you need dummies trumps for entries. You'd be surprised how sometimes those spots in the trump suit can create like a little limo ride between the declarer and the dummy. Entries are an important concept for you to be aware of. We also don't pull trump when both declarer and dummy have short suits and you need to cross ruff the hand. Back and forth, cross ruff. And we don't pull trump when you have insufficient trumps or bad trumps, and maybe the enemy can pull your trumps when you need to use those for something. So you want to retain trump control. So we don't pull trump when we need to retain trump control. Let's take a look at an example hand here. Let's talk about the auction. North opened a club, East passes, South bid a heart, and that pesky enemy to declarer's left bid 2 spades. Let's take a look at North's hand. They have a pretty good hand, and they do have 4 hearts for partner, so they bid 3 hearts. And South bid 4 hearts. South is bidding game because their partner opened the bidding, and they have an opening hand, and it's their job to get this to game, so here we are. Now you have to make it. The queen of spades is led, and I want you to pause for a minute and look and plan your play. So you have to make your plan, and the queen of spades is led. Count your possible losers. What is your plan? Okay, I've made my plan. Let's see if it works out. You've counted your losers, and you have no losers except in trump. Look at all of these high cards, the ace, king, queen of diamonds, the ace, jack, 10 of clubs opposite your king, queen. You have the ace, king of spades. Pretty good hand, but your trump is pretty lousy. Okay, so we do need to know that we're going to have to ruff a spade. Get rid of this little spade. So they led the queen of spades, and we're going to win the ace of spades. And we're going to pull trump immediately. We're not going to do anything else. So we're going to lead a small trump out of our hand, and West is going to put in the 10. North is going to play small, and East is going to win the king. Now, whatever they return, you want to win it. And since you have all the other high cards, you can. And play another trump. So you play another trump, and West is going to put in the jack. You're going to play small, and now East is going to win their king. They can return anything they want, and all they're going to take are 3 trump tricks if you're careful about how you play this hand. If you don't pull trump immediately, do you see what bad things can happen? Let's, for instance, say you want to win the ace of spades, play the king of spades, and you know you have to rough that spade loser away. So now let's say you play the spade, and West covers with a spot, and now you rough. Let's say you even rough high with the 9. East is going to over rough, and because you didn't pull trump, they're going to be able to take their trumps separately. You see the king, queen, and the ace, jack, 10. They're going to take a total of 4 trump tricks. Doom for the declarer if he didn't pull trump immediately. All right, so you don't want them to over rough and get their trumps separately. So you get to pull the trumps first. Let's take a look at this next hand, see what we can do. Look at South's hand. They have a beautiful hand, and they open 2 clubs. And North, they don't have much, so they bid 2 diamonds waiting. Everybody has a different system here, so we're just going to go along with the flow of standard. So they bid 2 diamonds waiting, and South, many Souths would rebid 2 no trump here, but we're going to rebid 2 hearts. Goes pass. And now North, if they're playing double negatives after they've bid a 2 diamond waiting, is going to bid 3 clubs, which is a double negative. And now South has some choices, and now he might bid 3 no. Now we take a look at North's hand, and they do have 3 hearts for partners' hearts, and they do have a roughing value, okay? So they decide to bid 4 hearts. So now we have our favorite overbidders between North and South. We got to game. Now we have to make it. Let's see if they made a good decision. Okay, so the king of clubs is led, and you have to take a look at planning your play. You count your losers. Let's see, you have 3 possible spade losers and 1 unavoidable club losers. Too many losers. So how do we make one of those losers disappear? There are ways. Think about it. Did you make your plan? Let's take a look. Do not pull trump. Why do we not pull trump? Because we need these valuable trumps that North has. You thought their hand was useless, but it's a wonderful hand, and it's perfect for you in 4 hearts. Let's see what happens. They led the king of clubs, and you are going to win it with your ace, and you are not going to play any trumps. You have to get rid of one of your spade losers. You got 3 little spade losers here. If you pull trumps first, you're going to end up losing 3 spades and a club. You can't avoid losing that club. So you're going to win the ace of clubs and then play a spade right away. You're going to play a spade. They can win the spade, and you play one from North. And now they can even lead a trump. And they can't hurt you. So they can play a trump and you win it with your ace and play another spade. Play another spade, they win it, they can lead a trump, but you still now can rough the 3rd spade away, and luckily you even have the 10 of hearts, so they can't over rough you. And after you've roughed that 3rd spade, you come back to your hand with the heart, and you pull trump and claim, and all you're going to lose are the 2 spades and the club, making 4. And you thought that North's hand wasn't worth anything. Let's take a look at our next hand. We have an auction. North opens a club. East and west are silent, so it's going to go one club, one spade, two spades, and again, south has an opening hand and their partner opened the bidding, so they're going to go to game and they're going to bid four spades. And the jack of hearts is led. So we're going to make our plan. We're going to make our plan over here. We have to count our losers. We have at least two trump losers. We have to hope they break. We have a couple of club losers and some heart losers. Yikes, again, too many losers. I keep getting us too high, but I know you're wonderful declarers and you're going to be able to make all of these hands. All right, so did you make your plan to get rid of some of the losers? Let's take a look. Again, we said that the jack of hearts was led. And we take a look at the two hands, and we know that we need the trumps to break 3-2 in order to make this hand. But you also have to ruff some of these heart losers away. So we can't pull all of the trump because we need to ruff two hearts. We have to think about that. And we also don't want to lose control of our trump suit, which I said is a very important factor. So on this particular hand, you would win the ace of hearts and you would play a small trump from north, and east is going to put in one of their good spots. And you are not going to win this trick. You're going to duck the first round of trump to stay in control. I talked earlier about remaining in control of the trump suit, and you hold the ace. Okay, so that's the master trump. So you are in control of the trump suit when you hold the ace. So you're going to play one round of spades and duck. Now, whatever they return, you're going to win. They might even return a spade because they can see you're going to want to ruff hearts and dummy. They might return a different suit, which you would win, but let's say for now they would win a spade. Now you go up with the ace. So you're happy that everybody followed. You know you still have a high trump out, but now you go about your business of roughing the hand. Now you need another heart to your king. You already played the ace. You play a heart back and you ruff it with one of your small trump. You go to the board with the ace of diamonds. You play another heart and you ruff the last heart. You cash your king of diamonds, pitching that one. And now the queen of diamonds, you get to get rid of one of your little club losers. Now you can play the ace of clubs and a club, and they can win. And they can play one more trump, their high trump, but you still have a trump on the board, and all you're going to lose are two spades and one club. So I hope you all see that if you had won the first spade, let's see, they play the jack of spades, and you win the ace, and now you play another spade, and they win the queen, they can now cash the jack, and now you don't have two trump to ruff these two hearts, and you will go down one. So don't lose control of the hand. Let's take a look at our last example and see what's happening here. South has 10 high, but they have the rule of 20. They have 5-5 in their suits. So they open it a diamond, and this time east and west are going to be silent, and north bids a heart, south bids two clubs, and north bids two spades. Yes, they have spades, but for our purposes, two spades is fourth suit forcing. They may or may not have spades, but they want to make sure that they game force the hand, so they bid two spades fourth suit forcing. South shows their pattern and bids 3 clubs. And now North says, okay, I bid 2 spades, fourth suit forcing because I wanted to come in diamonds. And they now bid 3 diamonds. And after fourth suit forcing, 3 diamonds is forcing. You cannot pass. They didn't just raise diamonds right away. They bothered to go through fourth suit forcing. Now, for many Souths, they would just bid 5 diamonds because you have a minimum. And some Souths play 4 diamonds as extras, and some play it's a minimum. That's your partnership agreement. But we'll bid 4 diamonds for now, and North puts us in 5 diamonds. So the lesson for today is how to play the hand and manage the trump suit. So the king of spades is led, and we have to make our plan. Let's see, we have 4 club losers and 2 possible heart losers. Too many losers again, so we have to make our plan. Did you make it? Let's see. This is a great example of a strictly cross-rough hand. You don't pull any trump. You just want to cross-rough the hand. So they played the king of spades. You want to win with the ace of spades and immediately play your club. You play a club to your ace, and now you're going to rough a club. So you rough a club. You're going to rough a spade. You're going to rough another club. You're going to rough another spade, rough another club. And in the end, you're just going to cross-rough the spades back and forth, clubs and spades. And you're going to end up losing just the 2 hearts that you always were going to lose because the ace, queen of hearts are offside. Okay? But you will have made 5 diamonds. You do not pull any trump. You just cross, 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 rough. I hope that was fun for you. I love this hand. I like cross rough hands. So I want to thank you for watching, and I want you to have a good time at the tournament. If you want more information about any online lessons or mentoring or any other bridge questions, you can email me and I'll be glad to respond. Have a good bridge day.